When you come to knowing God, the initiative lies on his side. If he does not show himself, nothing you can do will enable you to find him. And in fact, he shows much more of himself to some people than to others, not because he has favorites, but because it is impossible for him to show himself to a man whose whole mind and character are in the wrong condition. Just as sunlight, though it has no favorites, cannot be reflected in a dusty mirror as clearly as in a clean one. You can put this another way by saying that while in other sciences the instruments you use are things external to yourself, like microscopes and telescopes, the instrument through which you see God is your whole self. And if a man's self is not kept clean and bright, his glimpse of God will be blurred, like the moon seen through a dirty telescope. That is why horrible nations have horrible religions. They have been looking at God through a dirty lens. God does not look at time as we do. Our today is separated from our yesterday by a short gap called tonight. Our whole life is lived in the tomorrow. But God, from above and outside all time, looks down on it all as if it were a single stretch of river, and sees the whole stretch of the river, and sees the whole stretch of the river as we can see, to us, our present moment. In that way, he does not foresee you making your choice. He sees you making it, because though tomorrow is still for us, it is already for him. This means that when we talk of independence and free will, we must recognize that true independence is not doing whatever we want, but aligning our will with God's. Real independence is not simply acting on our own desires, but discovering and acting on the deeper desires that align with God's purpose for us. It is in surrendering our false sense of independence that we find true freedom and fulfillment in God's will.